Sachin. Sachin, go ahead. Sachin, go ahead.
Hi, Prajwal Datta, student of Manikchand Pade Law College, will be the anchor for today. Today, we are on the 6th day of the 1 week national level workshop. I would like to thank Principal Sir, Dr. C.M. Rao Sir, for giving me the opportunity to host today's webinar. The topic for today is changing trends in sports and career in physical education. Now, I would like to request Dr. Aparna Kotopale ma'am, IQAC coordinator of Manikchand Pade Law College, to give the introduction for today's day. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. I feel honored to be a part of this organization or this particular webinar for the reason that generally we people, especially law people, we are concerned more with law, but with the enthusiasm of our physical education director, Dr. Sachin Deshmukh sir, and also Wagmare ma'am from IBP Mahila Mahavidyalaya, even we are a part of this particular webinar. As it is said that the sports teaches us how to live, because it only teaches us that yes, har ke baad jeet hai, and it is not only we who would be winning always, it is opposite side also that may win, and that sportive attitude which is being developed by the sports activities. Now, for today, when we are here to talk about the sports opportunities and changing dimensions, changing trends, as well as the changing situations and opportunities which are made available. Now, here, though I am not an expert to speak on it or even to introduce the theme, but still, whatever it comes to my mind, let me share with you. Maybe it was prior to 1980s when the sports was completely neglected that way, and people were not having vigilance towards the sports, rather their kid or their son or daughter playing in as a sports person. But it was almost during 1980s when Asian Games happened in Delhi, and then the total scenario changed slowly and gradually. The physical health as well as mental health, how it is being protected by the sports activities, people came to know about it, and now we find that complete wave of vigilance wherein people or people are being a part of sports activities. Though ours is a law college, professional college, I feel happy to communicate that every year more than 250 students, 300 students, they are participating in various national level competitions, sports competition. But then the question comes that participation in game or participation as a player in a particular sports activity, does it only a limit for a sports person? And there comes today's sub-theme wherein the opportunities that are available to the sports persons, to the physical education people, rather people who are having expertise in physical education. It is not so that a sports person will or a player will always play a role as a player, maybe at a regional level, at a state level, at a national level, international level. Beyond that, is there any opportunity? And I suppose that's the reason why for we have gathered here. Okay. May it be that a person would be working as a coach. The person would also be working as a physical trainer. May it be possible that a person would be further working as a instructor for the fitness purposes, and beyond that. Now in this present era, I suppose it's a rather transdisciplinary or interdisciplinary approach which the whole globe is galvanized with the approach of interdisciplinary themes, and hence those students who may have been taking their formal education in some other areas if they continue to be a player and they have got a adequate knowledge of a particular game or a sports, then they may have different kind of dimensions in their life. Okay, for the career, I consider that new emerging trends are there or dimensions are there, maybe sports journalism. The one who has got the expertise in sports, he knows certain things, she knows certain things about it, and also is equipped with the knowledge of journalism. May it be possible that sports photography, or else the further sports and law has got a great connect. I suppose on all those aspects, our resource person for today's discourse, Dr. Madhav Singh sir is there with us as a chairperson. We are glad to have you, sir. And again, Madam, uh, Madam is there who would be guiding us on the theme of today's discourse. And I suppose today's discourse would be of great use for everyone. So, in this welcome speech, I welcome Dr. Madhav Singh English sir as well as Dr. Archana Giri ma'am, and I expect the guidance, as well as it would be a very lively session wherein question answer sessions would enrich our participants. I thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to present my welcome speech as well as of introductory speech for the today's theme. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a exquisite introduction given by you. Now, due to some technical problem, our resource person, ma'am, will be a little late to join. Please have some patience. Thank you all the participants for patience. There was some technical problem, so therefore we have to disconnect that. Now, after such an exquisite introduction for the workshop given by Dr. Aparna Kotopalli ma'am, I would like to introduce our today's resource person, Dr. Archana Giri ma'am. Ma'am has several qualifications, which includes Masters in Physical Education, and ma'am has done her national in a national has done her volleyball has her nationals in institute in sports in volleyball. Ma'am has done her MPhil net set and has MA in education and philosophy. Ma'am has specialization in anatomy, physiology, exercise physiology, sports medicine, yoga science, sports training, volleyball, and practical yoga. Ma'am has done several sports participations, which includes 6 All India University in volleyball and 6 Ashwamedh competitions. Ma'am has many research experience, which include ma'am was awarded PhD entitled in comparative study of development of motor abilities among physically and mentally challenged children by using adaptive, therapeutic, and physical exercises. Ma'am was awarded MPhil in physical education. Ma'am has several publications, which includes 7 books in subject of physical education and sports. Ma'am has presented and published 17 papers in national and international seminars, conferences, journals, etc. Ma'am has worked as a volleyball coach for All India Inter-University Women's Team of BAMU University, Aurangabad. Ma'am has worked as a volleyball coach for Creed Mahotsav Women's Team of BAMU University, Aurangabad. Ma'am is currently working as an assistant professor at MSM's College of Physical Education, Aurangabad, Maharashtra. Now, I would like to request ma'am to enrich her with her thoughts and experiences throughout her life on today's topic. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Projwal. Sorry for the technical issues has been
No problem.
happened during
No
these
problem.
5 minutes.
No problem.
I actually express my regrets and apology for this. Very first, I would like to extend my gratitude towards Dr. C.M. Rao sir, who is principal of MP Law College, and Dr. Vasudha Purohit madam, who is principal of IBP Mahila College, for giving me this opportunity. And I would also really like to thank Dr. Sachin Deshmukh sir and Dr. Manisha Wagmare madam, the both coordinator, for organizing this seminar and letting me a part of this seminar actually, workshop. And before going to the main PPT, I would like to have a prior permission of Chairperson Dr. Madhav Singh Ingre sir, who is Director of Physical Education in Sillod College. Sir, may I start my permission? Start my presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Sachin sir. So, before going to the main slide, I would say that when we were discussing, me and Manisha Wagmare madam, about this topic, we were thinking that this topic might be very beneficial for the sports person who are going to pursue their career in physical education and who are in the field of sports. And they are final year students. For them, this actually subject is very important, and maybe they may be aware of this career prospect in physical education. But who those the participants who those are from the actually faculty of physical education, and they have completed their UG or PG in physical education, they might be having the revision or maybe polish of a subject. So we will start today's presentation. So my topic is changing trends in sports and career in physical. As we know that during this pandemic, COVID-19, we are facing so many problems, and the low immunity system or low immunity actually causes this pandemic or maybe this illness. and the trend is changing nowadays. Lockdown phase is happened, so changing trends in sports, and we must know the prospects in career of physical education. So we will briefly discuss about sports and physical education. As we all know, sports is all about movement and motion of different kinds of movement, and we say that movement is life and stoppage is death. If you want to alive, then you should be a part of sports. And definitely, when we talk about the earlier this era, that is ancient and the modern. In ancient, we were actually participating, or maybe athlete or a person is participating, or he is playing, or he may be combating with the person for actually entertainment purpose, or maybe for a fun. But now, in this modern era, or maybe we seen everyone is awareing, and everyone is actually taking interest in sports. So basically, sports is what? Sports is an activity which involve physically and skill execution, in which a person or maybe a team competes with each other, and they play it for the competition purpose, or maybe for a entertainment purpose. And then we see the physical education. Education is everlasting learning process, as we all know. And what is physical education? Actually, I have quoted HC Buck sir's. Next slide, please, Sachin sir. Thank you. As you can see, I have quoted HC Buck sir, who is a founder of YMCA, Chennai, and he says that actually physical education is nothing but a holistic development of a child, and it's overall development of a child. Because as a physical educationist, we are actually dealing with the child, we are dealing with the human machines, we are not dealing with the machines or books. But definitely we should know about their physical growth, we should know about their mental growth, and for that we should have to have the knowledge of allied sciences. So in which holistic development is actually refers to the physically and mentally emotionally state of the child. So being a part of physical educationist, and our college is a granted college of Marathwada region, we always teach our student to be an expert of the allied sciences as well. So next slide, sir. Thank you. I have actually classified sports in a three category. One is vigorous. Vigorous means it's a serious sports, and another one is a recreational and the commercial. So, what is vigorous? When we talk about physical education in the classroom of physical education, we say that it's a serious activity, because the athlete is actually preparing herself or himself for the serious competition, maybe elite level competition. He must be maybe preparing himself for the Olympic competition, maybe Asian championship, or maybe international competition. So, going through this competition, he must follow the hierarchy of the federations, or maybe hierarchy of the associations. So I have quoted here IOC. IOC is actually International Olympic Committee, and after IOC, when it comes to the national level, or it comes to the nation, we must say it's a IOA, that is Indian Olympic Association. And under the Indian Olympic Association, there are federations are working, federations of many sports are working, these like volleyball, basketball, football, or ball and racket games, and the combat games. And then again, under that, associations are working, and then organization and the local body is of taluka and district level. So it means that if the person is preparing himself or herself for the elite level competition, or for the major competition, because Olympic is the biggest competition of the sports. So one should play the state level, national level, and the international level, and then he will perform in the international platform at the biggest level, that is the Olympic. Then when we come to the recreational, as we all know, during this pandemic COVID-19, everyone actually was locked down or locked in the home, and they were actually sitting, maybe ideally, maybe like they are utilizing their leisure activity by in playing games on mobile, or maybe they were watching, and some are actually doing the physical activity because they are utilizing their leisure time in a better way, because they know if you want to survive in this pandemic, you should have the good or boosting your immunity system, because we know that the survival of the fittest, if someone is weak, he should not, or he may be unable to perform his daily routine in a good manner. So recreational means everyone is playing for their fun, maybe a recreational or maybe entertainment purpose. And nowadays in this 2020, maybe after lockdown phase open, in November or December, we must see so many people, maybe a child, maybe a adult, maybe a grandparents, they are coming on the street, they are roaming in the garden, and they are playing for their health actually. So when sports is comes to the recreation level, it is for entertainment, it is for they are utilizing their leisure activity. Then we talk about the commercial. So commercial, when we say it commercial, it must be related to the economic background. So nowadays fitness industry is growing. Everyone knows that even actually females or ladies, they are coming out the home, and they are actually going for the gym, they are going for the Zumba aerobic or maybe a yoga. So they are aware about their fitness. So fitness industry in that accessories, their attire industry, maybe a production of equipments, maybe their clothes, fitness clothes. It is also growing nowadays. And when we talk about the multi gyms, everyone is aware about the strength. Everyone must should know about their strength. Maybe uh, nowadays in youth, the trending is six pack or maybe biceps or maybe a toning body. So sports clubs in that hobbies are actually taking place, like basketball, football, and volleyball. So we'll move to the next slide. So next slide, please. Factors of changing or setting new trends in sports. So which are the factors which are actually setting the new trends? What is trending now? We have seen the media in TikTok videos. We have seen the fitness videos, and what is trending. If anyone want to know about the trending, he must go to watch the TikTok. But now government has banned the TikTok. But we know what was the trending during pandemic. So the first social, cultural, economical, educational, and government policies are implementing for the sports purpose actually. When we talk about the social, it means society is largely influenced by the media, and again Bollywood, the film stars, because we are following, they are the role models. Bollywood stars are the role models for the youth. So if Bollywood star is actually developing his fitness or her fitness, then definitely youth, maybe girls, college going girls or college going boys, are they are following them on the Twitter, on the Facebook, and they are following their fitness fun day also. So culture, we are following the Western culture. And when it comes to the economical, nowadays you can see that if anyone is economically sound, then definitely he or that family should have the at least basic in sports apparatus, maybe a treadmill, maybe equipments, maybe a dumbbells at their home. And in schools also, educational values. Earlier, maybe 1 or 2 decades, uh, we were seeing that, or that 1 or 2 grounds, maybe a basketball or volleyball or kabaddi or kho ground were there. But nowadays, if you visit any educational institute, you can see that outdoor or indoor halls were there. Halls are there, and they are developing their infrastructure very well. And this is the educational values which is setting trends in sports. And it comes to the policy implementations, so uh, now government is actually implementing Hello India policy, and again it Fit India movement. Then its fitness challenges are going, and the agency which are funding funds to the sports to develop infrastructure to the various institute, maybe a university level. So these are the factors which are setting new trends in the sports. Next slide, please, sir. I have here put one image that changing trends in sports. Next slide, please. changing trends in sports. So I have mentioned few captions here. So fitness industry, as I have told you, fitness industry is growing nowadays, in that various kinds of fitness clubs they are establishing, and the mass is going to the gym, multi gym. They are going to the yoga classes, they are going for the Zumba aerobic classes. And in that, we can see in the picture, there is the huge difference between the attire of a person. So now everyone is using smartphone and the smart watches. In that, we can have the apps like a fitness apps. I have mentioned here pedometer, heart rate monitor. What is pedometer actually? Pedometer is it is an instrument which actually count your steps in a day. You can set a target of 10,000 steps or maybe 15,000 steps in a day, and it reminds you how many steps you have remained with. So pedometer, it is also show you how much distance you have covered. And heart rate monitor, again, the sedentary person who is not from the sports background, they must know what is the basal heart rate, what is the target heart rate, or maybe a training heart rate or a normal heart rate. So heart rate is basically, basal heart rate is what, when you wake up naturally in the morning, it shows your basal heart rate. If you have a good low heart rate, that means 40 50 heart rates or heartbeats in a minute, that means your health is actually good. Then training heart rate, if you are doing any activity, vigorous activity, you are doing any strength training, endurance training, if training heart rate is goes to 120 140 or maybe 160, then it's a training heart rate, which is actually we have one formula for that, that is 220 minus age. 220 minus age means how many the calculation is remained with, you can have that training heart rate. Then what is calorimeter? It is on your smart watches actually, or maybe a smartphones. Calorimeter is actually, it is an instrument, it shows your calories burned during the physical activity in a day. Then fitness tracker, it track your fitness actually. And water intake app is also there on your smart watches or maybe a smartphones. What is actually a ratio of water you should intake, because generally we say that we should have the 6 to 7 glasses or maybe a 2 liter or 5 liters in a day, but there is one formula that we should have water is 1/11th of the body weight. 1/11th of the body weight, that means if the person is having 55 kg weight, then he must have the 5 liters of water in a day. So this is a water intake capacity. If you are hydrating, then this app actually reminds you to dehydrating, that this app is actually reminds you to take water. Then sleep tracker, I must say nowadays we all are facing the sleeping disorders, that is insomnia. We all become an insomniac person because uh, we have changed our routine, we are following the wrong side of the lifestyle. And actually we are sleeping late at the night, maybe 11 12 or maybe 2 o'clock, and we are waking up late. So sleep tracker actually shows you how many hours you have a sound sleep or how many hours you have a disturbed sleep. So it is actually good applications we are having in our gadgets. And sedentary style, during this pandemic, now you can see in a workshop, I am talking from the home, I am sitting, and the scenario has been changed in the classroom and in the educational system also. Earlier we were standing in the classroom, we were teaching for the 45 minutes or maybe 60 minutes, but now we are sitting ideally on the chair and we are sharing our screens, we are making the PowerPoint presentation. So it comes under the sedentary lifestyle. We are not doing a physical activity for a long time. This app actually shows that sedentary lifestyle means if you sit for the 30 minutes or maybe 45 minutes, it gives you a reminder, it gives you vibrations, then you need to be stand up and you walk for maybe 10 to 20 minutes. So again, cycling trend is also now trending actually, because I have seen the SB college, art and science college in Aurangabad, I have seen Devgiri, I have seen so many colleges, they were following one day, that is a vehicle free zone, a vehicle free day actually. In this, students and the teaching staff and non teaching staff, they are coming on the cycle, and they are coming by walking to the colleges, and they are not using their vehicle. It is also trending nowadays. So many people are purchasing or buying cycles for a various purpose. Then yoga practitioners, again, our respected Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji have introduced yoga to the world, and we are celebrating Yoga Day, Yoga Day on 21st of June of every year. So yoga practicing, the effect of this pranayama and effect of asanas, maybe Shuddhi Kriyas, are actually people are aware, they are becoming conscious about the yoga's effect on their health. So yoga practitioners also increasing nowadays, and again participating in the adventure sports, trekking, walking trails is also increasing nowadays. So I will share the next. So we have seen, next slide, sir. We have seen that what are trending in sports. Now, when we talk about the prospects in physical education, I must say we have the academic courses, and I have shown in the picture. Academic courses are two types of courses. One is a stream of physical education, and one is a stream of allied areas. What are allied areas? So allied areas are the supporting areas, or maybe a supporting subjects to the main subject, that is called a physical education. So we have the physical education. If someone is going to the education system or maybe institute, they are having the certificate course, they are having undergraduate courses, they are having PG courses. So we will discuss in this slide. Next slide, please. So we are having diploma and certificate course in physical education. So diploma in physical education courses, we are having the yogic science courses, we are having lifeguard courses, maybe fitness courses, nutrition courses of 1 year, maybe 6 months diploma. If anyone is interested to do their diploma in physical education courses, they can apply for the DPED. And anyone can, who is qualified 12th exam, maybe a graduate from any university, he can go for this DPED. Then we have CPED. CPED is actually certificate in physical education, and we have certificate courses. As I told you, nowadays yoga is playing a vital role in today's life. So we have the yoga courses and naturopathy courses. We have the allied sciences courses, and certificate courses of 3 months, maybe it is of 6 months, or maybe it is of 1 year. So under that, if anyone is want to become a graduate in physical education, we have BPED, that is Bachelor in Physical Education. This is of 2 years. Earlier it was annual pattern, but according to NCT, we have the CBCS pattern, that is choice-based credit system. So BPED, we are having 2 years of BPED, in which we have 4 semesters. So if you are interested to go to the physical education stream, so you can have the BPED. Then we have BP. BP is Bachelor in Physical Education. That is, this is actually a diploma of 3 years, or this is a degree of 3 years earlier. And now it is, if you want to do BP, we have the PS College in Aurangabad. And again, it is B.Ed in physical education. We can have the B.Ed in physical education. We can have the BSc in physical education in affiliated universities and the sports universities. Then, if you want to go to the higher level, we have post-graduation degrees in physical education, that is MPED of 2 years. That is also a semester pattern, CBCS pattern, and that is Master of Physical Education. And again, MP is also of 2 years, that is Master in Physical Education again. Moving to the research wing, next slide please. Moving to the research wing, we have MPhil and PhD in physical education. MPhil is philosophy in master in philosophy, and PhD is doctorate in philosophy. If you have the good aptitude, research aptitude, and logic and reasoning, you can have the MPhil or PhD degree. And if you want to go to the education stream, you can have the JRF, NET and SET qualification. So UGC is actually funding to the research fellow for his research research degree. So we have NET and SET. That is, NET is for national level. It is a national eligibility test which is conducted by UGC, and we have SET, or in many state, Viz, MP, and South. If you go to the South, it is called a SLET. That is state level eligibility test. And in Maharashtra, we have SET. That is state eligibility test. So if you are interested to go in these senior colleges in education stream, you can have this qualification and you can apply for the post. Next slide, please. I have mentioned allied areas. Allied are the supporting areas. You can see the list of allied areas. Actually, it helps to enhance the performance, and it helps to enhance the knowledge of a person or maybe a sports person in a physical education field. So we have sports training in which we actually we study the motor components. They are speed, strength, flexibility, coordination, and endurance. These are the motor abilities. What are the training methods? What are the training means we can apply in this? So we will have the detailed study in sports training. What is sports biomechanics? Sports biomechanics is a study of movement, and it's physics also. And as I told you, we are dealing with the behavior of the child. We are dealing with the behavior of the sports person. So we need to study sports psychology. So we have sports psychology, we have nutrition, in which we can study diet and nutrition, what is balanced diet. We have anthropometry. For actually, anthropometry is just to study of measurement of body various parts like fats. We can kinesiology. Sports kinesiology is movement of science. And what is medicine? In medicine, we can study the injuries. We can study the massage technique in that. And sports physiology. What is sports physiology? In sports physiology, we study actually the various mechanisms of systems, how it works, and how it enhances the this mechanism of human body. So we have so many subjects I have mentioned. There are sports management, there is sports tourism, sports journalism, then again yoga, naturopathy, and first aid and physiotherapy. So fitness courses, move on to the next slide. Fitness courses. Next slide, please. Fitness courses, we have the fitness management course. As I told you, if anyone is interested to establish. Next slide, please, sir. Again, next slide. Uh, Fitness courses are the courses for those who are actually want to be in a fitness industry, and they want to be more educate about the fitness. So fitness management, exercise therapy is there, fitness and wellness management is there, fitness and nutrition course is there. These courses are actually offered by the sports university. It is offered in NIS Patiala Punjab University. It is offered in LNIP Gwalior University. There are so many sports university. They are offering these courses. We have obesity and weight management course and gym and aerobic instructor course. So you can apply for these fitness courses if you are interested in fitness and actually establish any gym or multi-gym. Next slide, please. We have diploma courses. We have diploma courses in lifeguard training. As you know, nowadays aqua sports is trending, and so for that sports we need to have the lifeguard certificates. So anyone is interested in adventure sports, he can go for the lifeguard training course also. There is a gym instructor course in diploma courses, then yoga and naturopathy courses, then diet and nutrition and sports tourism. Sports, when miss I must say, because of Manisha Wagmare madam, the mountaineering is actually in Aurangabad, it were unaware, means no one was knowing about the mountaineering or Everest. But because of Manisha Wagmare madam, now small children, maybe a youth is following her, and they are actually taking interest in sport tourism. It's a kind of sports tourism also. So we have MBA, that is the Master in Business Administration. We have the event management course. In event management course, we study the actually competition, how to organize competition, how to product the equipments, how to product the accessories In sports engineering also, we study the construction of indoor halls, we study the construction of outdoor halls, we actually know the productions, what are the textures, what are the materials being used in the equipment. So you can go for the MBA also. Then yoga courses, as I told you, now in every school, the principal and the parent also, they wanted to take a yoga teacher in their school. So we have UG courses in Aurangabad University. We have MA Yoga, and we have started this course in 2017. And we have actually first NIS Yoga courses from Marathwada actually. He is Mukesh Jaiswal. I must say he is doing very well job and very well in yoga. So yoga courses, we have UG courses, we have PG courses and diploma and certificate courses also in various open universities, various distance universities and maybe affiliated universities. They are offering these yoga courses. And if you want to pursue your research, then you can do MPhil and PhD in yoga also. Next slide, please. So next, we have management courses. As I told you, MBA and the PG courses is offered in sports universities. We have MS in various sports, MS in volleyball, MS in basketball in Patiala and Punjab University. So as well, we have MBA in sports management, MBA in sports technology. For these, if anyone has a good background of science or maybe allied areas, he can go for the further studies of MSc or MBA or a PG. We can have the MA diploma course in sport journalism also, MA mass communication and sport journalism, and various PG courses in sports management or obesity and nutrition management. Then what are the job opportunities in government, public and private sector for sports person or maybe a physical educationist? We have vacancies in policy. We have actually reservations as a sports persons for a job in police. We have actually jobs in army, navy, air forces, railways, and we have jobs in banks and also in educational institute, in school, maybe a junior colleges or maybe a senior colleges or a university. So let's move to the precise areas of career you can actually pursue in physical education. So career in sport journalism, we know that now printing and electronic media is growing, and if you are actually interested in journalism, what is journalism actually? Journalism is a actually form of writing, drafting and reporting and distributing to the mass. If anyone is good at writing or reporting or drafting a matter, so he can actually pursue his career in sport journalism. That is, we have I think bachelor in journalism and mass communication, that is BJCM. It is actually offered by the Symbiosis College in Pune, maybe a Bangalore College in New Delhi. We have so many colleges which is offering this sports journalism degree. So for sports journalism, one should know the good knowledge of that sports, particular sports, and excellent writing skill and language proficiency. So news reporting and the writing skill also. If you are good at language, you are good at writing, so you can pursue your career in sport journalism. Next slide. Career in sports commentary. Actually, you know that we have actually heard Mr. I think Harsha Bhogle, then Ravi Shastri, Sunil Gavaskar. These are the good Indian sports commentators. And if you want to go with this stream, you should have the basic knowledge of sports. You must have the rules and regulation of the games and the technique, statistic, and the tactics or strategies of the player or maybe a game, or you should know about the game situation which is happening on the court or maybe a ground, and you should know the ability to analyze the match. What are the effect and what are the causes, maybe umpire or officials or a sports person or opponents are having, and there are some technical issues on the court. So one should know these kind abilities, and the main qualities for sports commentators is excellent speaking and voice, and again a language proficiency. if you have the good voice and language proficiency or literacy, so you can actually opt this career. So we'll move to the next, that is career in officiating. Career in officiating, as we know, there are level 1, level 2, level 3 courses offered by the particular federation or but respective sports federation. They are basketball, maybe ball games, maybe racket games. So these federation conduct these kind of officiating courses, examinations. For that, they have physical and the practical theory and the practical examinations, and those they are having a good knowledge in the game, and they played this game in various level, and after that they wanted to do this in as a career. They can go for this career, and one should have very good physical and mental fitness, because we know that official is also participating in the ground. He is running with the along with the these players on the court, so he should have the mental and physical fitness, because nowadays we can see that players are becoming very aggressive. They are actually physically harming, and they are actually abusing the umpires, they are abusing the officials. So one should have the mental fitness also, a mental focusing ability, mental understanding ability, and he should know the rules and regulation of the game also. Next, career in sports administration. We can have the this administrator post in federations actually, and there are honorary post as a office bearers. They are volunteers actually, and if anyone has a social background, a sound social background, maybe a sound economical background, or he can opt this post as a CEO of the particular sports federation, or anyone can go for the media manager or manager coaching academy. Anyone go for the manager umpire academy also. So these are actually posts which are in the sports administration area. Next slide. We can have the career in educational institute also. As we all know, in senior colleges or maybe at university level, we have professors, associate professor, assistant professors in physical education. We have directors of physical education and sports in colleges, various colleges. We have deputy directors at sports departments. We have assistant director at various sports department. We have sports officer at district level. We have sports officers at divisional level, and excuse me, sports secretary, and there are physical director post, physical education teachers in school, and physical training instructor in the schools also. Earlier, maybe 1 or 2 decade, maybe in 1990 or 2000, we can see that there are only 1 or 2 physical teachers in a school, but nowadays there are 20 or 25 hobby teachers in an international school, or maybe in a CBSE or ICSE schools. So everyone, if the person is good at basketball, or he is a good player of basketball or volleyball or hockey, he can actually go for the hobby teachers in a school. So these are the career prospects in educational institute as a physical educationist or as a PE teacher, that is physical education teacher. Next slide. We can have the career in research wing also. If you are good at allied sciences, you are having good command on physiology, or maybe this anatomy, or maybe a psychology, you can go for this career in research wing. We have senior scientist officer. If you go to the Patiala or maybe in Bangalore, we have NS courses in 4 places in India. They are at Patiala, they are at Bangalore, in Gandhinagar and Kolkata. So we can see there in their lab, there is a lab attendee, there is a junior scientist, there is a senior scientist. So you can go for this area also. You can opt this career in research wing if you are interested and your aptitude is good at science. Next slide. Career in coaching, we have NS diploma course, 1 year course actually. In sports coaching, we have 17 to 18 events in NIS, at Patiala, and there are 4 centers as I have mentioned here: Gandhi, Gujarat, Kolkata, Bangalore, and the Southern Center, Western Center, Eastern, and the Northern Center. So we have 4 centers, and they offer the NSNI's diploma course of 1 year in sports coaching, and after that we can go for the master, that is master in sports, or we can have the MSc, that is a master in science also. If you are, I'm a volleyball player and I have completed my diploma, then I can go for the MS, that is the master sports in volleyball. So after that I can get a job in departments of sports. I can actually be a coach of volleyball or maybe basketball. Then after that, we have NSNI certificate courses of I think 6 weeks. That is a 45 days certificate course in SAI centers, or maybe in NI center. And we have a SAI center at Aurangabad also, that is Sports Authority of India. And again, that we have refresher courses in sports coaching. You, if you are a coach of district sports office, then you can have this refresher course. Then we have the coach development program, sports massage course, and again ground maintenance or ground management course as a groundman or for a groundman. So we can have the coaching courses or maybe coaching diploma certificate courses in sports career. And if you have completed this diploma or certificate course, you can go for coaching in any particular stream. Next. I have mentioned here other opportunities. They are fitness trainer. As I told you, you can be a sports psychologist, maybe physiotherapist, but you need to be a specialized graduation or maybe a post graduation in this area. So you can actually do a job in sports as a sports physiotherapist or maybe a sports nutritionist. So these are the further opportunities or maybe other allied areas in which you can go for opt as a career. Again, here is a career prospects in physical education. As I earlier mentioned that we have job in government sector, private sector. We have job as a physical trainer, multi-gym instructor, aerobic and Zumba instructor in private and government sector. And in Maharashtra police recruitment also, there are actually coaches who prepare the policemen for their services. Then we have entrepreneurship in fitness industry. If you have a good economical background, you can go for the entrepreneurship in fitness industry. You can establish or you can set a sports club or maybe health clubs as a person. You job as a personal trainer. Then eligible for, if you have completed these diploma courses or maybe a degree courses, you can offer these certificate courses to students also. You can actually open the centers or open what we can say, we can have a franchisee of the this government body. Then sports event management and sport journalism is there, sports officer, sports director in government sectors we can go for. And we can work as a physical educational or maybe assistant professor or maybe a director of physical education in various colleges and universities. I would like to actually, this is my last slide, I must say. I would like to next slide, please. I would highlight actually NEP, that is the National Education Policy 2020, which is actually introduced by government this year. So we have the what is the place of physical education and sports in school, and I want to highlight the physical education diploma courses in 2029. So government has a basic structure of 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3, and in which they have mentioned or they have actually make mandatory skills for students, that is the health and nutrition and health, physical education, fitness, wellness and sports. These are the mandatory skill programs they are actually planning to introduce in the school curriculum. Then regular health checkup is also mandatory. Then they are planning to reduce weight of school bags of the students. And the health and wellness is actually mandatory skills, and it is imbibed by all students. And in which the sports in addition to basic training in preventive health care, mental health, first aid and personal public hygiene will be included in the curriculum. Let me say, or let me conclude with this. We are having now, I told you that BPEd, BP or maybe BSc or maybe B.Ed courses are offered by the universities or maybe by the, sorry, affiliated colleges. But by 2029, because in 2021, we are planning to implement this structure on primary schools, but by 2029 they are actually merging isolated institute like BPEd colleges, the physical education colleges in the degree colleges, and they are having B.Ed 4 years of integrated course in which they are offered B.Ed in physical education, they are offering B.Ed in music, they are offering B.Ed in art. So maybe 2029 you will be seeing the different courses, but till 2028 I have actually guided you in which stream, if you want to go to the physical education or you want to go to the allied sciences area. So we have the diploma certificate course, various PG courses, and if you want to go to the physical education stream, you have actually the BPEd, B.Ed, then again a PG, and again you want to go to the higher level, then you can go for the NET and SET qualification. So end of this topic. I would also like to say thank you to Sachin sir and Manisha madam for actually giving me this opportunity on the prospects of physical education, and thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with such a brief, informative definition for today's. I'm sure it will be helpful for all the physical education fraternity. Now, I would like to introduce our today's resource person, which is Dr. Madhav Singh Ingre, sir. Sir has several qualifications, which include Sir has a Bachelor in Arts, Bachelor in Physical Education, Masters in Physical Education, and DYED, Diploma in Physical Education from Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University in the years 2002, 2003, 2005, and 2006 respectively. Sir has also achieved his NET in December 2005. Sir has obtained his both MPhil and PhD. Sir has presented many papers in conferences, seminars, and workshops, both in national and international domains. Sir has been invited in more than 3 international and national seminars as a resource person and organizing committee members. Now, I would like to invite Sir to give a brief remark on today's topic. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Prajwal. Good morning, all of you. It is my pleasure to thank you, Dr. Archana Giri. Wonderful explanation with talking today's lecture on changing trends in sports, career in physical education. Say beginning with the definition of sports and physical education, various types are sports like various recreational and commercial sports are discussed and elaborated in details. She has further relevated the latest trend in physical education and sports field. Various fitness gadgets are explained in a very simple word. Further, Archana Giri has explained the academic side for sports, various courses, graduate level courses like BP, BPEd, post-graduation courses like MPEd, MP are briefly addresses to the participation along with the career opportunity in the in the PhD and various qualification exam further explained. Of sports career opportunity in the later part, she explained about various fitness courses like fitness management, fitness therapy, fitness and nutrition, weight in instruction, gymnastic, gym trainer. Further, various diploma courses like lifeguard training, yoga and naturopathy, sports tourism, etc. are briefed to the participant. Information about MBA Sports Event Management and Sports Engineering is shared further by Dr. Archana. She has further explained the job opportunity in the field of police, defense, bank, education institute, sports journalism, field of sports community, career in office sitting, career in coaching. She has further explained job opportunity. In the concluding part, she has highlighted some of important points in National Education Policy 2020 related to health and well-being. I appreciate and congrats Dr. Archana Giri share useful information with all of us. I thank you organizing ML and G Society, Manikchand Pahade Law College and Dr. So IBP Mahila Kala Mahavidyalaya, Aurangabad, Department of Physical Education and Sports jointly organized online 1 week national workshop on making sports person aware of the status sports in India roadmap for the aspiring athletes. I especially thank Principal Dr. C.M. Rao sir and Principal Dr. Vasudha Purohit ma'am, my friend Dr. Sachin Deshmukh and Professor Manisha madam. Thank you. Over.
Thank you, sir, for adding such so many beautiful points for today's talking. Now, there are some questions asked by participants, and I would like to direct them to Dr. Archana Giri, ma'am. Ma'am, the first question has came from Dr. Pradeep sir. Can other state persons appear for SET exams?
SET exams.
Yes, ma'am.
Set exam.
Set.
Yes, SET, that is set exam. Okay.
Yes,
other state persons can give set exam. Yes, they can give set exams. Maybe that person is from, if he is studying in Maharashtra in any college and he is actually basically native from the MP or maybe a North India or maybe a South India, he can apply for the SET or NET exam.
Okay, thank you. And ma'am, the next question, it was an anonymous question. They were asking that, can you suggest a good institute or university for MBA in sports?
Yeah, there are so many institute in Pune. Actually, there are the Sihangad University, Sihangad Institute of Pune. Then I think Indian IIJ Institute of Bangalore. Then the Patiala University. It is also offering MBA or MSc certificate course or maybe a degree courses. And from Bangalore, from Delhi, then from Pune University. Mumbai University, they are offering sports university. They are offering MSc and MBA.
Thank you, ma'am.
Even anyone want to do his career in sports commentary also, he can join the bachelor degree in broadcasting and communication. So there are so many universities in India. They are offering these courses.
Okay, ma'am. Another question is asked by Pradeep sir. According to the recent amendment, MPhil is not available in the new education policy. Is there some substitute for MPhil?
Actually, it's an additional research area, I must say. So there are so many universities, they are not offering MPhil. And actually in BAM University also, they have banned MPhil, but I don't know what this year they actually declare or maybe they publish their ad in MPhil. But there is one option. If you qualified PG, you can go for the PhD instead of MPhil.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for giving such beautiful answers. Now, I would like to request Professor Manisha Wagmare, ma'am, to convey the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Prajwal. Good afternoon to all. As we come to the closing 6th-day session of online 1 week national workshop on making sports person aware of the status of sports in India and its roadmap for aspiring athletes. It's my pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks to all who have helped make this session successful one. At first, I would like to thank our management for giving permission to organize this workshop in collaboration and also give courage and support. All respected management of Marathwada Legal and General Education Society, Aurangabad. On behalf of all the organizing team, I sincerely thank our renowned speaker, Dr. Archana Giri Madam, for this wonderful talk. I sincerely thank our today's chairperson, Dr. Madhav Singh English sir. I am thankful to respected principal Dr. C.M. Rao sir and Dr. Vasudha Purohit ma'am. I am thankful to respected Dr. Aparna Kotapalle ma'am, accuracy coordinator. I also thank to technical support from Mr. Shubham Jaiswal sir. I also thank teaching and non-teaching staff. A sincere thank to all the participant delegates who are present on Zoom meeting and YouTube live for this workshop to make it success. I also thank today's anchor, our student, Mr. Prajwal Datta, for her wonderful anchoring of the program. To conclude the vote of thanks, let me once again thank you to one and all and help us direct and indirectly way to make this session great success. Thank you. Over to you, Prajwal.
Thank you, ma'am, for delivering such a humble and wonderful words by conveying the vote of thanks. Now, I would like to address the participants. The assignment for today will be posted on Google Classroom, and we will having a final session on Monday. And now I would like to thank all the panelists for giving such beautiful and important topic and important points for today's topic. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.